Yeah. I know, come on. Oh, yeah. What is going on? Oh, there she is. Hey, there you are. I was like, oh my gosh. How's it going? Can you hear me okay? Can you see me? My forever. How you like this here? I love a curly wig. Hopefully we can get more people on. How are you doing, Ms. Hurricane? Okay, good, good, good. See, I got it down. I got it down. Although I always panic a little bit. Let me put this on. Oh, thank you. You know, I switch it up, honey. I switches it up. When I have the heat on, it's warm in here. What if I can open the window? I don't want it to be too loud, but you know. All right. Hopefully. Hey, hey, there she is. What's going on? What is going on? Miss. How you guys doing? Can you see me? What you guys think of this background? This needs to be up there. There we go. That's better. Oh, I look like I have no neck though. Yeah. Oh, it's freezing here. In Chicago, it is freezing. I mean, you got to make sure you have your water dripping a little bit at night so your pipes do not freeze, which happened to me in 2019. Like I was in an extended stay from the end of January until my birthday, May 5th. Oh, thank you. So yeah, it's for real. 14 in Houston, that's cold. That's cold. But yeah, it's been freezing here. What's the temperature here right now? Yeah, it's been like below freezing here. Which our winters haven't been that bad the last couple of years, but making up for it this year. So are you guys keeping safe and anything with the whole COVID stuff? I've had one. I've had like two. I've had like three people in my family that's had it. Like, I mean, not, but like nieces, my 2 nephews and a niece. I mean, they're all fine now, but still, that's why I stay my butt in the house. I mean, you see these people at the Super Bowl, like they were going to it's always in Florida. They're going to Super Bowl parties like it was nothing. Unbelievable. And then we wonder why this stuff continues and continues to spread. I mean, like it was nothing. Super Bowl parties, jam-packed. We'll wait until we see and get a couple more people. Oh, hey, Stephanie, what's going on? Oh my gosh. I cannot wait to travel. But that's the thing is you're traveling during this time though. I see people, they're going to Vegas, they're doing this, they're doing that. And I'm like, I don't know. It's like, what's the point? You have to wear a mask all the time. You can't, I don't know. I want to be able to enjoy it. That's the thing. I want to be able to enjoy it. Stephanie, have you been on vacation since this whole situation started? I really miss traveling. I really miss it. All right, guys, thank you, thank you, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. You guys still see me okay? Yeah. I went to college in Arizona. I went to Arizona State in Tempe. Where does he live? That's mine. All right, guys, let's get started on the topic. I went to Mexico in October and Germany. Oh, nice. Now, you know what? I've gone on vacation by myself. Like I went to, where did I go by myself? Like I've gone with like travel groups. That's not exactly by myself, but I went to, and of course I've gone with, significant others. But I went to, have you ever heard of Jekyll Island? Oh, Lake Havasu. I've been there. I've been to Lake Havasu. I went there with my husband that's now deceased, God rest his soul, because he was from Arizona. He's from Tucson. Oh, I've been to Lake Havasu. Oh my gosh. How was it in Mexico when you went? I mean, was it different there? Did you have to wear masks? Like, did you feel like you can really enjoy yourself, Stephanie? Yeah, I'm ready for the cold to end too, but I think it's just getting started. I'm just waiting for this whole pandemic to end. I mean, is it ever going to end, you guys? Like for real? And you guys, another thing, something I was thinking about doing, like with this Zoom thing. You know how you can set it for people to call in so you can have like the passcode and people can talk as opposed to typing. Would you guys want to do that? I can make it, set it so give you guys a passcode and people can come in and we, obviously we'd have to take turns talking. I'd have to, maybe mute some people so we don't talk all over each other, but you obviously you can mute yourself. But what do you guys think about that? Rather than typing, and obviously you'd still have this option too, but Would you guys be interested in that? And I also thought about the whole video things. You know, you've seen these videos when they've had like different people on in the little boxes. Would you guys be interested in that? Because I really want to do something different. I want to improve this. And if you guys are cool with this, that's fine. But I want to just throw out that option since I have the technology. I think it would be cool just to have, hear voices and be able to talk, talk to people one at a time and listen to each other. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to do that next time. I'm going to do that next time. I'm going to give a passcode and all that stuff. And so we can talk. You guys can talk to me as well rather than type. And I will also give the video option. I think I can figure out how to do it. I'll take a tutorial. But yeah, I'm going to, next week, I'll link that. I wear a mask. I'm going to the entire time. Good. Yeah. I'm not mad at you. I love laying out by the pool. I love it. That in room service. Room service makes me so happy. Man, excuse me. I'm longing for vacation. But yeah, you guys, I'm going to do that next week. I'm going to give that a shot to see if we can do that. It'll be easier obviously you'll have this option, but we can actually have some conversation, and I'll give that video option too. So you can, if you want to be on video, you can do that as well. I'll figure out how to do it. So I'm going to do that next week. And so I think it'll be cool. I think it'll be really cool. We have to give ourselves options. Good. Nice. Nice. I don't know. I might have to break down and go, because I mean, how much this thing is going to last? It seems indefinitely. So it's like I don't want to continue to put I mean, obviously you got to do what you got to do, but how long can your life be on hold? I mean, I see people going to Vegas. It's like, oh, I want to go to Vegas, but I'm like, you're in that. I mean, there are people there too. It's not like it's dead there. I mean, there are people there kicking it. I guess, yeah. Let's get started on our topic, but for sure next week I'm going to do that. You'll have the option to do video or call, and we can chat, because I really want to do that. So the topic of today, honey, secure his bag and secure your future. So what do I mean by that? What does that mean? On this channel, honey, we are all about hypergamy for women at any age, particularly those 40 and over. And it goes back to your high value man. No, I take that back, your high quality man, because there is a difference, as we all know, and hopefully we should know. And one of the things I was reminded of recently is, it doesn't matter if, thank you. It doesn't matter if this guy is a billionaire. If he's not willing to share it with you, he might as well be a bum. And when I say secure his bag, I mean the provider mentality, someone with that mentality, who has the mentality of what's mine is yours. And as I've said before, he doesn't have to be some multimillionaire, as people would lead you to believe. A lot of these other channels will lead you to believe. There are plenty of men with means who are teachers and firemen and, work for the city and all of that. There are a lot of options out there. We all have to explore our options. You know how I feel about that. Different races, different places, different occupations. But what happens when you get the bag? What happens, your relationship, you're in your marriage? How do you secure your future? How do you do that, guys? And that's why I'm a really big proponent of marriage. You secure it by those pensions, by those 401ks, by that joint insurance, by the investment. And that's what I want to touch on a little bit here. Have you guys ever invested in the stock market at all? You see, when you have a man who provides for you and you go out and buy Louis Vuitton bags, that's not an investment in your future. Oh yeah, they're nice to have. I have a couple, but that's not an investment in my future. I didn't buy them, of course, but you know, I'm talking about investing in your future, putting money in the bank and building your wealth so you can retire comfortably. And I think that at our age, there are a lot of people who did not save as much as they would have liked. I know I didn't. I mean, like I said, my ex passed away, so you know, I got a little something, but certainly not. I mean, definitely, I feel as if I could have had more. I should have more, and I'm going to put myself in a position where I can have more for my retirement. But it comes down to investing in yourself and finding ways to make money and to make your money work for you. And that's what I've, started doing like in the last few months. Has anyone ever does anyone here, play the stock market or anything like that? Because I'm going to put you guys up on some game someone has recently put me on. Let me share my screen. Have you guys done any of those like apps like Robinhood or Webull or Fidelity or anything like that? Have you guys done any sort of investing? I mean, obviously there's like Acorns. There are a lot of retail options available now to the everyday ordinary person that were not available to us not too long ago. It's accessible now. And that's what I wanted to talk about, because I didn't grow up with, people talking about stocks and bonds and all that. I didn't grow up like that. And I got into it recently. I started with this site called Robinhood. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. And let me see if I can get it. Oh, I've been doing Acorn for a couple of years. Acorn is a bomb. And if you guys are not familiar with Acorn, Acorn is basically they invest your spare change. You spend 50 cents, they take the other 50 cents and they put it into your Acorn account and they invest it. Now you can add, oh yeah, it's great to invest at work like 401k. I mean, you can, for Acorn, you can set a certain dollar amount, like 25 bucks a week or whatever. But then whenever you spend your credit card, your debit card, whatever, they will invest like the change. And that has really, really built up. And then these are the things I'm talking about. These are the things that maybe a lot of people don't know about. But these are the things that help you build. And when you meet someone and you guys become like partners in life, maybe this person has some knowledge of these things. Maybe he doesn't. And this is something you guys can have some interest in together. Because I started really with this in September. And I didn't know what I was doing. I did my little bit of research, but I started with stocks like that were under $1. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna buy me something, but I'm gonna find ones that are under $1 so they can grow. And lo and behold, I mean, I have stocks now that I bought for $1. They're worth like $10 a share and growing. So I did really well. I got to pat myself on the back for someone who had little experience. But then I'm on these sites, like there's these stock sites, and they have, the message boards and stuff. And it's like, I'm looking to, other people who buy 10,000 shares of this at $6. I'm like, wow. And I'm like, this is how people of non-color in particular have built wealth. This is how. And people of color, we don't know. So many of us know absolutely nothing about this, particularly people of a certain age. So I just wanted to mention this, guys, because this is really important. I'm going to share my screen. And no, not sponsored or anything like that. This is just me putting you on game because, you know, I'm not an expert, but I think that, I mean, this is really, I've done pretty well, you guys, with minimal investment. I will say that. Because I was not trying to lose money. So how do I share my screen? How do I share my screen? It's my screen. Okay, so hopefully, uh-oh, did I do that right? Okay. Can you guys see that? Hope I didn't screw that up. Okay. Can you guys see this stock width? And you guys, I just wanted to mention this to you guys because this is really important, really important. And it's fun and it's interesting and you can make a lot of money. You can make a lot of money with the right investments and in not a lot of time. And then you could meet a couple of interesting guys on here, as I have, who are happy to help you and give you some advice. Okay, good. So I'm going to show you, I don't know if you ever heard of this. Okay. Now, this is the site I found when I did a lot of research, okay? And so what I would do is go to, you know, I do some research. Hey, what are the best stocks to buy under $1? And I would go to like Google, whatever, and I would look them up. I do my research online. And then I come to a site like this. There are a couple of them. And for example, I put in BB for BlackBerry. Oops, I just posted it. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. I'll have to delete that. Hold on. You guys can see me okay, right? See my little cute picture? Ooh. Okay. So this is what I meant. You search it, BB for BlackBerry. And then you look at the market price. Now, are you guys familiar with this at all? Like I said, this is stuff I've learned recently. I bought this. This is the first stock I bought, but I bought this for $4.93 a share. Now it's up to $12.46. And you guys, I don't buy a lot. You know, that's, you know, I don't have $10,000 to be, you know, paying on. I bought this for, I think I bought maybe 100 shares. I now have around 200 shares. And this was the most I ever paid for a stock, $4.93. Okay, good. You guys, did you have any thoughts on this? I just want to show you guys this because this is really important. I'll show you guys one, OCGN. Okay. This is one of my penny stocks. And this is what I'm going to tell you guys, the type of opportunities that are out there that so many of us do not know about. I bought this stock for 29 cents a share, 29 cents. It is now up to 11 bucks. Do the math. And this is why I wanted to bring this to people's attention. This is the type of profits you can have. 29 cents, I found this, and now it's up to 10.99. And I bought this in November. And again, I wish I had bought more because I only bought, I think 500 shares or something. And it was only like $145. And now this is worth what? I think it was almost $6,000. 29 cents. So yes, this is the type of stuff when I say secure your future, this is a way in which you can do it, a real way, a tangible way, a fun way. And for me, it was minimal investment because I wasn't trying, like I said, most of the stocks that have done very, very, very well for me, I paid less than $1 for. So guys, what are your thoughts on this and investing and growing your money? Because this is a topic that we, particularly women of color, we need to discuss. Okay, you invest in growth fund, good. I just want women to know that we have options, and there are options out there. Something like an acorn, where you can, they will invest like your change, like literally your change, they will round up to your change. That's it. If you want to contribute more, like, you know, $10, $25 a week, you can, but you don't have to. Things like that that are accessible to us and can help build your nest egg, which everyone needs, whether you have a partner or not. I mean, when this started jumping off, and I'm like, I got this for 29 cents. There was another one I got for 27 cents. Which one was it? Was it this one? Forget what it was. But I've been doing very well, you guys, with very minimal investment as well as minimal experience, but I'm learning. So I wanted to just mention that, you guys, because this is really important. This is something that we could all do, and in my opinion, we should all do to some extent. You don't need a lot of money. I sure as heck didn't put in a lot of money. And you can get apps. There are Fidelity apps. There are Robinhood, that's kind of, you know, they've been controversial, and Webull, and, you know, there are a lot of options in terms of investment opportunities for ordinary everyday people. And it's fun, you guys. It's really fun. Because, you know, men come and go. I don't care if you can find the best man. There are no guarantees in life, right? I mean, take it from me. There are no guarantees in life. And even if you, heaven forbid, something happens to him, you do have a little nest egg, it's important to build. I mean, who knows how long you're going to live? And you can never have enough. I just think this is something that I personally did not, I never invested like this other than my 401k. I never played in the market. I never did at my age. And now I've started this in September. And I'm like, you know what? I have to share this with them because I really wish I had. I go to some of these things and it's like, oh, we made, some guy was like, oh, I made $47,000 last month. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, but this is how people of non-color, this is how they make their money. This is how. So many of them, I mean, we think of them being born into money. That's not true. They play the market. Here's another one, you guys. I'm going to SNLD. This is a cannabis company. And I got this for like, I think 57 cents. Now it went down 46 cents today, but that's okay. I got this for 57 cents and I've already made quite a bit of money, but I only have like 400 shares. It's not like I have I don't have 1,000 shares of anything. So you see what I mean, you guys? I buy low and wait for them to blow up. And that's how you can do it. That's how you can do it. Yes, so you can make some good money after that. Oh, absolutely. Look, I told you this stock right here. This stock right here was 29 cents. I didn't have a lot of money to invest. You know, it's with this whole pandemic and all of that. I'm like, let me find some stocks under $1. And I found this one for 29 cents. There was another, what's another? I'm trying to think. I found for 27 cents. It's done so well. Which is the other one? And that's why I wanted to share this, you guys. You would be amazed. You would be amazed. I'm amazed. And it's fun. And people give you suggestions and all that. But this is how you make a lot of money. This is how you build wealth. Look at that. Big movies and sundown. But you know what, you guys? and I don't pretend to know everything. I'm still learning. I mean, obviously, I've only been at this for a few months, but I know the cannabis industry is a big deal. It's growing. And if Biden, he's supposed to make some legislation to basically totally decriminalize it, it is going to blow up. Yeah, 29 cents. And I would start, you guys, with do your research, but I would start with something like a Robinhood or a Webull. Jails, huh? Oh, and just see, I mean, if they can make you money, fine. But me personally, or aren't jails basically run by the state? I don't. And the ones that are privatized, I personally do not want to. I personally, this is for my own personal thing. I would not. I would not invest in them. I'm not trying to, because who's in there? Mostly us. And I'm not trying to make people rich who are, getting rich off of Black folks being in jail. And you know what I mean? And some people are, I saw a situation, I heard about, there are Black men who were wrongly incarcerated so they can be put in this jail so these people can make money. So I'm a private jail. Me personally, I don't care if it was a penny. I mean, that's just a moral thing for me. I mean, obviously, if you can get it and then you're okay with that, cool. But for me personally, that's not something I would ever want to invest in. No way. I mean, but that's just me. No, I'm not gonna make you rich off, Black people being in jail for 10 times longer term than other races. You know what I mean? Let me guys show you another one. And it's fun, you guys. You have to diversify, as they've said. CTRM. Yeah, Castor Maritime. This one is totally blowing up. Now, it doesn't look like, oh, this is a lot, but I got this at 57 cents. This is when I got like at 57 cents. And it's at $1.73. You're like, oh, $1.73. Oh, that's not much. But if you got it at 57 cents, that's what? More than 3 times, right? Yeah, it's almost 3 times, right? But yeah. So you can make money off of stocks. The thing is, you have to just wait it out. I mean, I was lucky. My stock blew up. I have several that blew up within months. I just started this in September. And the first stock I bought was BlackBerry, and it was $4.93, and that was a splurge for me. That was a big splurge for me. But now it's gone up as high as 14. Now it's right around 12. So I've got my money back and then some. And what I'm learning is like reinvesting. Like, okay, you have your profits, the money you put in, you should, I guess, take out, and then you sort of reinvest the profits. That is the type of stuff I'm learning. There's stuff, about dividends and options and all that I know nothing about, but I'm learning. But so far, I'm keeping it simple with this. And I've done well, you guys. I mean, I'm not trying to, mention any numbers well, but since September, I mean, on my no, I'll be honest with you. I'd say, because I have a Webull and Robinhood, my net is like close to $15,000 that I've made. Yeah, but see, I didn't know anything. This was the unknown to me. And see, this is the thing. We got to stop being scared of stuff like this, because this is how you get your coin. This is how you make money. This is how and you need minimal investment. I didn't know anything about this. What prompted me to do this? Oh, my niece is in this. My niece is in this. I'm like, well, let me give it a shot. But I'm like, I'm not trying to spend any money. I said, like, I found those dollar stocks, and without question, all of them blew up, all of them. So I was, because I did my little research and I was cheap. I'm like, this is what I'm buying, and I'm not spending any, big money, but it's all worked out for me. And this is why I wanted to share it. Because I do not buy stocks that are more than, I don't buy, with the exception of BlackBerry, and there was one else, which I don't buy stocks that cost more than, say, $2. And that's rare. I try to keep them below $2. One I bought for $3.18, but that one's blowing up too. So for the most part, my stocks were bought at $1 or less. It's like the lower I buy them, the better they do. And this is the type of stuff I'm like, you know what? They may not know if they want to hear this, but I'm sure going to tell them, because I have experienced it in the last 4 months. And reading these message boards and everything, it's like, this is how people get rich. This is how white folks get rich. It is. This is the way. And I realize that now. You go to these message boards and they talk about hold. Hey, this company will help you change your life, guy. Get in while you can, and strong, and hold strong. Patience is the only key to this mark. Everything else is already super high. So get your cheap shares. Yep. A couple of months ago, I had 5K shares of OCGN and sold for a couple hundred profit. I would have had more than 50K now. Yep. So keep buying and hold tight. We can do this. Company is doing great. They are buying more and more vessels. Keep faith. Trust the process. This is not a pump and dump, which means pump and dump means like you buy it at 50 cents and then you sell it when it gets to $1. And he is 100% correct. Oh, this is CTMR. This is the. So you see what I mean, you guys? There's a lot of good advice here online. Yeah, this stock will blow off. You get a lot of good advice, you guys, and it's been fun. And you know, there are a lot of knowledgeable people online. I'm where you were talking about this. I'm ready to start a journey. Yeah, and you guys do your due diligence. And I would suggest an app called Webull. There's no trade fee. That's another thing I wanted. I'm not trying to pay any fees, nothing like that. Robinhood is one to start with, but they've been having, like, I don't know, bad press and everything. And I have most of my stocks, my portfolio on Robinhood. It's just an app, and I have some on Webull, but I'm going to transfer some more from Robinhood to Webull. And someone told me to open an account with Fidelity, and it's all free. I don't pay fees for anything. Like if I sell something, which is rare because I try to hold on to something, to my stocks, and hope that they grow. But yeah, you guys, it's free. Why not? Why not? And you just have to roll with it, because sometimes they're going to go up and down, which is why I suggest not investing a lot. 29 cents, 29 cents, 27 cents. These are my top performing stocks. 29 cents, 27 cents, 69 cents, a couple for 70 cents. Those are my top performing ones. And this is why I'm like, I gotta put them on game, because we are not, people of color are not, we don't grow up hearing this stuff. I don't know about your parents, but my parents didn't play the stock market. And it's just the way, you guys, it works. It works. Like this guy said, if he had held on to those stocks, he would have 50 grand right now. And one of the things I learned is they say buy the drop. Like if the stock price drops momentarily or for a day or two, that's when you buy. When it drops at its lowest and then it comes back up again. It's just stuff like that you learn. It's fun, you guys. It's fun. Just don't invest more than you can afford. Start off cheap, like I did. I'm going to, you guys, yeah, for sure. It's fun, you guys, but just start off cheap. Start off very inexpensive. Go in, do your due diligence, go to these sites. And you guys, I literally, hey, Google, what are the best stocks to buy under $1? And they gave me, I found them on here, did my little research on them. And I'm like, okay, 29 cents, I can do that. It was really that simple. Keep it simple, do your little research, invest very little to start. I mean, look, you could have gotten what, 100 shares for what, $29 of that? You could have gotten 100 shares of that for 29 bucks. That's what you do. That's what you do. That's how you, and now that stock is worth like almost $11. No, you buy as many stock shares as you can afford. Me personally, because I have a lot of different stocks, so you have to like sort of diversify. I don't own more than 500 shares in one thing. I don't, yeah, but that's old school trading. I love that movie, Trading Places. But I don't own more than 500 shares of anything. And I didn't buy them at the same time. I'm like, oh, I bought like 100 and at 200, then it dropped a little bit, and I bought some more and just blew up. But then if it's under, like if it's 70 cents, 29 cents or something, I would say buy what you can afford. But you can buy 100 shares for $29 or 100 shares for $27. You know, that I think most people can do. And that's what I did. That's what I did. And I was just so fortunate that I found them, and I did my little research to find them, because I was not trying to spend any money. I'm like, let me find some that have really good potential that are dirt cheap. And that's exactly what I did. And they blew up. And so this is what I want to share this with you guys. Investing is accessible now to the everyday person. You can go on an app and find your, and honey, I'm on this mug all day checking my stuff. I'm on here all day checking. And the market's down a little bit today. I don't want to show y'all, but you know what? It's down a little bit. Here's mine. It's down a little bit, but I've made a little coin. And this is Robinhood. And let me show you guys. These are all my investments right here. And as you can see, I have a number of them. I don't just have all these right here, all of these. And most of them I bought all of them I bought cheap. I'm going to show you guys the other one. Oh my God, that's right. GameStop and AMC. And you know what the crazy thing was? I had no idea AMC was going to blow up. I was going to buy some AMC, but it was $4 a share. I'm like, nope, I'm not spending that much. I can't spend that much. You know what I mean? And I'm glad, and yeah, it blew up, but there are so many opportunities out there. I'm doing really well. And you can't have everything. That's what you have to understand. You can't have everything, and that's life. But yeah, I was going to buy some AMC, but I'm like, you know what? I can't do that $4 a share. You see what I mean? Like, I keep it on the low in terms of buying. And I've done very, very well with that strategy. My penny stocks, and that's what they're called, penny stocks. Let me show you my Webull. And you guys, you know how have you guys heard of Bitcoin? That's the cryptocurrency. One Bitcoin is worth like what, $50,000? One. And like the new thing now is something called Dogecoin. Elon Musk, he's the guy who owns Tesla, the richest man in the world. He made mention of it like last week, and it blew up. But I bought some of those when they were like dirt cheap. I mean, it's still less than a penny now, but I bought some when it was like half penny. And I don't have a ton of them, but I got enough that if they blow up, if they come up to even a penny a share, I'll have a nice money. I mean, I've made already over $1,000 on them. So oh yeah, cannabis is a great one. Cannabis is a great industry, y'all. I'm telling you. Cannabis and the pharmaceuticals, because that's another area where I've blown up, is because people are coming out with these vaccines and for not AIDS, for COVID. And everyone's sort of in this race to find like more like vaccines that actually work and research. But yeah, the marijuana industry, the cannabis industry is growing. But people are sort of anticipating the legislation from Biden, and that's going to send it through the roof once it does. But you guys, when I'm done with this, I'm going to put some links in the description box. I'm going to put these two, because these are just for reference, you guys, and you just get a lot of good advice. A lot of people, you know, sometimes they're on there talking shit, but you know, it's hilarious to me. But you know, because a lot of these people know what they're talking about. They know, they've been at this for a very long time, and I like coming to this site as well. Stock Invest and Stockwoods, and you see my little cute little picture up there. And you know, I've had guy, you know, there's somebody's in my DMs right there, honey. They already in the DMs, girl. They already in the DMs. And I just started this site I just started like not even 2 weeks ago. They already in the DMs. Who is this guy? Yeah, this guy was giving me a tip. He was saying he looks like a good, but I didn't do this because I saw that they had a lot of debt. Now he's telling me just laid off 1,600 workers, maybe not a good swing. No, I didn't buy it, baby. I didn't buy it. Because I did my own little research on that one. I'm like, nope, they're heavily in debt. And then here he is back again saying they laid off 1,600 workers. Like, no, I didn't buy that. That's why that stock was so dirt cheap. But you see what I mean? Then you'd be amazed like who you can be. This other dude, this Dino guy, is this Italian guy in Massachusetts. You wanted to chit chat. So you never know who you might meet, girls, especially in this arena. Oh, okay, London Real. I don't know who that is. Let's see who that is. But you guys, you need to get in the game if you're not. You need to get in the game. I'm gonna tell them, because this is from personal experience. Start low, but get in the game, because this is how people build wealth. Okay, so this guy, is this the guy, London Real? Is this the person? This guy? Is that the guy? Is that the London Real? Is this the guy, London Real? This is the guy, I'm assuming. Oh, okay. So what's his platform there? What's he about? 2 million subscribers, shoot. I'm announcing to become the next mayor of London. New direction possibly being oh, great can come in new direction. Okay. He's gonna be, so he, I take it, gives like financial advice. He's British. Oh, okay. You know, and other things, you guys, impact the market, like improve, like the stimulus checks. When those stimulus checks drop, this next round, it's gonna blow up because it's generating income in the economy. It's just things like that you learn. There's this company that just joined, has signed this big contract with Amazon over the weekend. That stock jumped up $4 a share. It's just things like this that I've learned, like that Biden legislation that's going to impact the cannabis industry. And then you also have to know, they say know when to hold them, know when to fold them. And that's what I'm learning, because I tend to have like, you know, I want to hold on to them because they're so cheap, the ones I buy, in case they blow up, and I get my advice online. But you guys, I think we really need to get into this. I'm so glad I've gotten into this. It's fun. I've learned so much, and my goal, you guys, my goal for this year, mid-February, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make $100,000. I want to net $100,000 by the end of the year with my little penny stocks. That's my objective, is to make $100,000 by the end of this year with these little penny stocks. That's what I want to do. And I'm doing it with minimal investment. Again, I don't have, the most I have is 500 shares of one stock, and that's nothing compared to these people, like nothing. Some I have 150, some I have 200, but that's the most. There are two of them I have 500 shares, which is absolutely nothing. There are people who buy 10,000, 15,000 shares. But then if you bought 10,000 shares at 29 cents and it's up to $11 a share, I wish I could have bought it. I wish I could have paid that much. 0.2. I wish I had it like that. You would buy 2,900 shares times what? 11. It's up to now. You would have had almost $32,000. And 29 cents a share, 29 cents a share. You see what I mean? It's a 2,900 investment, which would have been to reach rich for my blood, but that's okay. I did 500 and it was enough. Yeah, it is. And this is how people build wealth. I'm like, I'm going to share this with them. I'm going to share this. And if you get with someone who has an interest with this, great. If you meet someone who has an interest in this and wants to, this is something that two people can do together. And it's almost like a game. Like it really is fun. Keep your investment money. Say, okay, I got $100, I got $200, and I'm going to see what I can find with this little money. That's exactly what I did. And then as I got a little bit more confident, I'm like, okay, then I put in a little bit more. But yeah, my whole family's into it now. And it's like, look how long it took for us to get it, but never late, better late than never, you guys. But this is how you build wealth. This is how people build wealth. This is how they do it. Straight up. It's not, oh, everyone inherited money. No, they made money in the stock market. This is how they did it, you guys. And I'm like, this is it. This is what I'm doing now. I'm going to, have money so I can really retire comfortably. I'm going to be taking my money. I'll probably retire in Costa Rica someplace. Not here. So my money goes, me and my husband, whoever I'm with. But it's always good to have your own too. What's mine is mine. What's yours is mine, baby. Yeah, working for someone is, it's like you got to do what you got to do now, of course, but that should be the goal. That should be the goal, is to get yourself in a position where you don't have to work for anyone else. So you guys, I'm going to put some links in the description box. Check out, there's, like I said, apps, Webull, and did I show you guys my Webull? I think I did. Yeah, I have some of the similar stocks on Robinhood. I have some here as well because I wanted to have like two options. But yeah, I've done well, you guys. I'm going to put the links down there. This is not promotion. This is a shit. I wish I would somebody sponsor me. But you guys, I'm like, I got to put them on game because I've made some, I've made some good money in the last, 4 months. But do your due diligence, go to these sites, read what people are saying. These people are tripped out, but they know their stuff. They know their stuff. They know their stuff. Again, these are people who've been in it for a long time. Their parents were in it, their grandparents. Yep. But then you got a lot of baby boomers who invested wisely. And which do I like better? You mean in terms of I like them both. You know, Robinhood has gotten a lot of bad press lately because of this thing they did with GameStop and AMC. They basically prevented people from buying them on their platform because it was just this huge run. Oh no, they didn't. Well, basically they limited how many you can buy. That didn't affect me because I wasn't trying to. I'm not paying $100 a stock. I missed out on AMC because I wouldn't pay for it. But a lot of people were upset about that. A lot of people, they're getting sued because of that. Well, Robinhood is good, and Webull, Webull. I'm going to put them in the description box, and there are a couple more. I'm going to put them in the description box, but also TD Ameritrade, Fidelity, E-Trade, all of them. They have apps that you can use. It's very accessible, guys. That's one of the things I want to emphasize. It's not as intimidating. Something like this, you mentioned the stock market, I've been like, oh, I didn't know. But now I'm like, this is, and anyone can do it. And that's why you look at these message boards and they're like, that's the thing. That's why they were so upset with Robinhood. So many people are saying, so it's okay for the rich people and the hedge funds to get their money, but now you've got the ordinary everyday person making money in these stocks, and you guys want to, you know, jam them up with this type of thing. There you go, living very comfortably. Don't get caught up in working. That's right. Work will always be there. Hey, question and research, how are you? We're just talking about stock market opportunities and making money and investing. I was just telling everyone about, you know, I recently, 4 months ago, I started investing with an app called Robinhood. And now I'm on this other app called Webull. And I have done very well with penny stocks that cost less than $1. And I'm trying to put you guys up on game. And this is not, like I said, not sponsor or anything like that. This is just something I've gotten into recently. And as I told the ladies, you can make a lot of money. I don't know, are you involved with stocks and all that beyond like what you might have at work, 401k? We also mentioned Acorns. Acorns is, oh baby, that's what she and I like penny stocks. Yeah, but see, that's one of the things, you know, 70, you can't tell him anything because he's not of that generation. This was never on his radar. This was something that was probably never crossed his mind because it was for white folks. You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of Black people feel. And they've been right, you know, but we don't, because we're not taught this. This is not something that's ever been on our radar. But yeah, I've done very well. That's what I was telling you, ladies, with penny stocks. I just want to show you what I've showed this, because this is really, you guys, this is a cannabis stock I got this for 57 cents a share. OCGN. There it is. Just want to show you. And this is just one of them. And I started off with absolutely minimal investment. Minimal. See, strong buy. People telling you buy, 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 buy. This stock is up to what, $11 per share. I bought this stock, 500 shares. That's all I could afford, which is nothing. But it was only 29 cents. So I got 500 shares for $145. And now those 500 shares are worth 11 bucks each. Do the math. 5,500. There you go. Minus 145 bucks I spent. That is how much I made off this one. And then when I saw this, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna have to put them on game. I'm sorry. And this is with a $145 investment. I got to let the ladies know, because this is what's happening. This is how wealth is being generated. This is how wealth is being created. And so many of us don't know this. And it's accessible now. I'm going to put, like I said, I'm going to put links, some app suggestions, and links to these type of sites where you can do your research and give great advice. And it's important to do your due diligence and search on the internet. But it's fun, you guys. It's a lot of fun. And I'm a believer now, because I have made money. Anytime you can make almost over $5,000 on a 29-cent investments. And I got this just in November. When did I buy this stock? I think it was November. And this is just one of them, guys. And I'm not bragging or anything. I just want to, as they say, what is it? Pay it forward. Because it's possible. It's possible to make a lot of money. Here's another one. I got this one at 70 cents. So don't feel like how do I find about this? Okay, I went online and like I said, I Googled it. Okay, Google, what are the best stocks to buy under $1? And that's what I did. My stocks are under $1, except for a couple of them. Recently, my stocks are under $1. I wasn't trying to spend that much. And this is one that it came up, this OCGN. They say it was because it's medical research. And this was one that this was one that they suggested. I'm like, okay, it's only 29 cents. I can afford that. It's another one. Come on. I hate when it does this. Okay. This should, what is it? O and T X. Now it's down a little bit to 1 cent. This is $1.16 a share, which, like, okay, you say that's nothing, but I got this for 27 cents a share. 27 cents. And I just went online and I did my research and I asked them, what can I get for $1, honey? What can I get for $1? And that's what they came up with. And they have all grown. And I'm proud of myself, you guys, because I didn't have any experience in this. And I don't have thousands and thousands of shares. As I said before, the most I have is 500 shares of any stock. That's the most I have. And it's that one that costs 29 cents that I got 500 for $45, $145. Yeah, so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to pay this forward. I got to tell people. There's another person. Let me copy this. There's just a lot of information out there, you guys. You just have to seek it out and you have to have an interest. It's so accessible now. And I'm like, you know what? I have got to let people know, because this is something that we felt was never really available to us. And it's available to anyone now, accessible to anyone now. And I just wanted to let you know that you too can get in on the stock market and make you some coin. Is this the chick? This is a cooking channel. Oh, is it her? Alexa, is this the girl? Is this the woman? Is that the woman? Oh, hey, Lolita, do you watch your stocks daily? And do you cash out money? Girl, do I watch my stock daily? I watch my stocks all day, every day. I need to stop watching them. But I don't cash out, because first of all, there's like tax implications for that. I have sold a couple of them that I didn't think were performing well, and they didn't have any, I didn't think they were going to do well in the long term. And I also sold like a few shares of one to give me funds to purchase other ones. So I don't have to deal in my bank account. So I'm like, well, I'll sell 50 shares of this. This will give me and they make that money available immediately. So this will give me like $300, $400 to play with and buy some more. That's what you do. Because I'm like, okay, I got 3,000. These shares are worth 3,000. I've more than made of my equity. I've already made 10 times long. Some of them over 1,000% of the money I put in there. So okay, I'm going to reinvest a little bit of it and buy other shares in other companies. And you know what, Lolita, since I started this, I really haven't. I mean, I've gotten tremendous return. And there was one time when like BlackBerry went up to like $18 a share, and I was like, man, I was so tempted. And then it like dropped down now to 12. But that's another one I bought for, and that was the most I paid, $4.93. So it's still 3 times more than what I paid, even when it dropped down. You see what I mean? You just got to look for the bargains. You just got to look for something with potential. Like I was saying, I was going to buy AMC that blew up, but honey, I wasn't trying to play $4 a share. Yeah, I just wanted to mention this, ladies, because like I said, I just got involved in this in September, and it's fun. And I'm like realizing now this is how people make money, a lot of money. And I've done very well with minimal investment, very minimal. If you can make 5 grand off of 500 shares of a 29-cent stock, that's pretty good. And there are other ones as well. 69 cents, 27 cents, 70 cents. You just have to find them and do your little research. I buy cheap. I other than BlackBerry, and there was mine bought for $3. I have never paid more than like $1 for $1.50. I'm cheap, honey. All right. No, I'm gonna finish up here soon. I just want to, and now of course I'm gonna upload this, of course, but I'm going to finish up. Bye, Miss Hurricane. I'm going to finish up here in a moment, but I just wanted to mention this, you guys. We have to start building our wealth, and it's never, ever, ever too late. Started in September, and started from the bottom. Now we're here, honey. I mean, like I said, my objective, my goal is to make $100,000 by the end of the year with these little investments, with my little penny stocks. That's my objective. Without investing a lot of money, I'm just going to play with what I got. I've got like 17, I think, different investments, I think, in different industries. I'm like, okay, unless something gets crazy, I'm going to try to roll with what I got. I might have to sell a little bit and maybe buy a little bit more of the ones. Yeah, you guys, please like the video, please. But you guys, this is the way to go. This is the way to go. Take your time. Do your research. Don't invest a lot of money, but you can make good money doing this. This is how people of non-color make a lot of money. This is how they've made it in the stock market. And I'm just like, ding, 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 ding. So you guys, I'm going to put the apps that I use. I'm going to put some suggestions for some apps. Like I said, I use Webull and Robinhood. Robinhood, like I said, they've had some, bad press, but I like that one because it's very user friendly. But it's good to have options of apps. There's, again, the traditional E-Trade, Fidelity, and TD Ameritrade. Make sure you go to places that do not charge any fees. I mean, I've never paid a fee for anything. And that is also a big thing. I'm going to put all the links in the description box, you guys, for everything. But you guys, please consider this. Please consider it. I'm not saying this because nobody's paying me anything. I'm just saying that since I started this in September, I have made well over $10,000 with penny stocks, y'all. Penny stocks. And if I can do it, you guys can do it. And you should do it. All right, guys. So that's it. That's going to be where I'm going to end it, you guys, because I think I made my point, and I'm going to put the information in the description box. Okay. Yeah, it's really important, you guys, and it's fun. That's the thing about it. It's fun, and you'd be surprised that who you meet online. These men in this who are in this sector. They're people who are investing. They have a lot of money to invest. You have questions. They're very happy to answer them. You have some jerks every once in a while, but I don't worry about that. I got dudes in my DMs trying to holler. You never know who you might meet. You never know, but you have to, again, position yourself. You have to position yourself. That's another reason. Put yourself in this arena, and you never know who you might meet. That's another thing. So thanks you guys for joining. I am going to put all the links in the description box, and I will see you guys next week. And you guys, one more thing, if you have any content suggestions, please hit me up in my DMs. My handles are always in the description box. So if anything you want me to talk about, any suggestions you have, please hit me up. All right, guys. So until next time, bye. Do some stock trading. Yeah, that's what I'm doing stock trading. That's what I'm doing, stock trading. Do some stock trading, you guys. I'm going to put the some links in the description box. That's exactly what I'm doing, stock trading. And I have done well with penny stocks. All right, guys. So I'm going to sign off now. Bye. I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.